We're going to go one step further because we're going to take this 3D imagery, all the content we are creating, and enable it through a 3D control that you can embed inside your applications. I guess that's what I'm showing you here today. Okay? So let me play with this little. Let's see if there's some hotels here. Maybe I can go along the hotels. Maybe I can go explore a little bit before I go visit. Now, this takes the idea of going and visiting a city to a whole new level. And you can see how beautiful this imagery is. This is built using cameras that we have built ourselves with some amazing optics. This is very, very high resolution imagery. You can see all the details. And these details actually become really interesting when you really think about interacting with the real world. Here's a beautiful building here. Let me dig in. Oh, beautiful. There's some basketball courts. So you can see how this beautiful imagery can actually provide a canvas for a whole lot of interesting things. So let's see what are some interesting things that we can do. Now, one of the things about the real world, and especially when you look at the real world in this amazing way, is that it really starts begging the question that, I've got lots of questions. I'm going to visit Valencia. I'm going to visit some really beautiful architecture, some churches there. And the question that pops to your head, hey, who designed this thing? Now, normally, a user would have to change from this application, go to a browser, type in Valencia, type in whatever little context they can put in. But the reality is the user is looking at your app at a particular object. Wouldn't it be nice if they could just say, who is the architect? Folks, what you see here is that we've taken a whole lot of steps. We've taken a whole lot of steps away from a user, and we've allowed you to create an unbounded amount of knowledge right into your applications. Because I could have asked a different question, which would have again gone to the Bing platform, and it would have returned with an entity which best relates to what you're looking at. So let's keep going. So I've decided that Valencia is indeed a very nice place. So I'm going to visit it. So I'm going to go ahead and add Valencia to my itineraries. Now, while I was standing at the water cooler, this friend of mine said that they had some of the best food when they were in Valencia. I said, wow, that's great. And what does he do? He reaches into his wallet, and he gives me a card. Now, this is a little analog artifact that he brought from Valencia. Now, if I go put this into my, wallet, I'll probably lose it a week later, and I definitely will not find it when I'm in Valencia. So let's see if we can do something better. Let me use some of the eyes functionality in the Bing platform and scan this card, which I can then use later. So I go ahead and scan it. So using the OCR capability that is available through the Bing controls, you can now scan the information, which is wonderful, except that I don't speak Spanish. So let me see if I can do something a little bit more interesting. Great. So now, using the OCR capability in Bing platform and the translator capability, I've combined those two things. And now let me go ahead and save this later so that when I'm in Valencia, I won't forget it. Add this idea for dinner to my itinerary. Great. So now this information, which existed in an analog artifact, is now saved with my itinerary, available for me when I'm in Valencia.